Pop's Place Stories presents Goofy Minds the House, part of Walt Disney Productions' Wonderful World of Reading. There once was a farmer named Goofy. He lived in a little house with his wife and Junior, their son. Goofy worked in the wheat fields all day while his wife stayed home to mind the house. Every night when Goofy came home, he would begin to grumble. All I do is work, work, work. I never have any fun. Every night his wife would answer,
Do you think housework is fun? I work much harder than you do.
One night, Junior said,
If you want to know whose work is harder, why not change places?
Perfect. Goofy and his wife looked at him.
That's a good idea,
they said. The very next morning, Goofy's wife went out to work in the fields. Goofy stayed home to mind the house. As soon as his wife was gone, Goofy put on Junior's roller skates. Housework can be fun, he said. Just watch how I do it. Goofy grabbed a broom and began to sweep the floor. He skated from room to room, sweeping the dust ahead of him. When he was done, he piled all the dust into one corner. Junior clapped his hands.
Take a bow, Dad,
he said. Goofy took a bow, but his broom caught up in the laundry basket. Up went the basket. Down came the clothes right into the pile of dust. Don't worry, son, said Goofy. I know just what to do. He carried the dirty clothes out to the line.
Mom always washes the clothes before she hangs them up,
said Junior. That's the hard way, said Goofy. Watch how I do it. Goofy hung the clothes on the line and poured soap powder all over them. Then he turned on the hose. I'm washing the clothes and giving you a shower at the same time, said Goofy.
Yes, Dad,
said Junior.
but the yard is getting muddy.
Suddenly the cow began to moo. She sounded very unhappy. I forgot to milk the cow, cried Goofy. He grabbed a bucket and ran through the mud. Then he sat down and milked the cow. When Goofy brought the milk into the house, Junior and the cat came with him.
Dad,
cried Junior as he pointed at the floor.
we tracked mud all over the kitchen.
Goofy looked at the floor. Don't worry, son, he said. I know just what to do. Goofy dipped 2 big sponges into a bucket of soapy water. Then he tied the sponges onto his feet.
Squish, splash, squish, splash.
Goofy sloshed around the room, mopping up the floor. Wasn't that easy? Asked Goofy.
The mud is gone, Dad.
Said Junior.
But what about all the puddles?
Goofy knew just what to do. He took out the fan and set it down on the floor. Watch this, he said. While Goofy was plugging in the fan, the cat climbed up on the milk pail.
The cat will knock over the pail,
cried Junior. I'll soon stop that, said Goofy. He grabbed the cat and stuck it under the laundry basket. Then Goofy started the fan. The breeze will dry those puddles in no time, he said. But the breeze from the fan blew into the fireplace, and the ashes from the fireplace flew right up the chimney. Junior was looking out the window.
Dad,
he shouted.
Come here, quick!
Goofy started toward the window, but he did not look where he was going. Clunk went his foot. Clang went the pail. The milk spilled all over the floor. I know how to get rid of that milk, said Goofy. He lifted the basket and let out the cat. It began to lap up the milk. Then Goofy ran to the window to see what Junior was shouting about. The fan had blown ashes all over the clothes. The water from the hose had flooded the yard, so the poor cow was standing in soapsuds up to her neck. "Don't worry, son," said Goofy. "I will take care of the cow." Goofy grabbed a long board. He put it against the house. Then he pushed the cow onto the roof. Now she was safe on top of the house. "Your mother will soon be home," said Goofy. "I must go in to cook our dinner."
I'll watch the cow,
said Junior. Goofy went into the kitchen and filled the cooking pot with water. He poured a whole box of oatmeal into the pot. Suddenly Junior was shouting.
"Dad!"
cried Junior.
"The cow is sliding off the roof."
Goofy looked out the window. "Don't worry, son," he said. "We can take care of that." Goofy pulled the cow back onto the roof. He took a long rope and tied one end around her. He dropped the other end of the rope down the chimney. Then Goofy went inside and grabbed the rope that hung down the chimney. He tied it around his waist. "If the cow falls again," thought Goofy, "I'll know about it." All of a sudden, the rope yanked Goofy right off his feet. Before he knew what had happened, he was stuck inside the chimney. The cow had fallen off the roof again. Just at that moment, Goofy's wife came home. She was hot and tired and ready for dinner. When she looked at the mess, she could not believe her eyes. Then she saw the cow. She ran to the house and cut the rope. The cow landed safely on the ground. Goofy slid down the chimney and splashed into the cooking pot. Goofy's wife ran into the house. There was Goofy, up to his ears in cold oatmeal. That night, Goofy decided that minding the house was hard work. His wife decided that working in the fields was hard too. And as for Junior, he was happy. He didn't hear one more word about whose work was harder. The end. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I sure hope you enjoyed it.